Today might be the day, guys. Today might be the day I go solar, or at least start the process of going solar. We'll see. I have the second meeting at 10, maybe? I shared the picture the other day on social media of how they would put it on our house, and I'm a little excited. And any of you guys solar energy, solar panels? Spoke to Darren about it. Darren's a big fan. You guys in the UK don't get sun. I keep forgetting about that, right? You guys don't know what the sun is in around the London area, do you? Yeah. Yeah. Well, fortunately, my house is on a very good location. I think I told you guys this before, but we're right on top of a hill. Oh yeah, I get lots of sun, man. Yeah, we're not depressed like you guys and anybody living out in Seattle. Sarah's out there, I believe, in I think Washington or Oregon. Yeah, we get lots of sun, and I think from now on, right? It's funny how you adjust, right? So ever since I learned about marketing, I now look at everything from a marketer's perspective, right? You guys know how you go on Facebook or something or some site, and an ad pops up on the side, and like, how did they know I was thinking about that, right? All that is marketing, and it used to surprise me. I used to get all weird, like, I was just thinking about that juice. How did Facebook know? And now I understand how it works, right? I got a feeling my mind is gonna shift with the sun. I'm gonna go outside. Usually, I may wake up in the morning, and I'll be like, you know what, Akil? What a sunny day. Now I'm gonna walk outside in the morning and be like, money, 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 money. I'll be hushing Cloud. Get out of here, Cloud. Come on. Did you hear the video about Google? Yeah, I did see it. I saw the test about how Facebook and Google listen to you through your mic. Yeah, doesn't shock or surprise me at all. Voice recognition, it's cookies. I mean, everything you do on the internet is tracked. So it's, from a marketer's perspective, if you go somewhere on the internet knows about it. Therefore, it just tracks what you go to, what you like, and it shows you more of what you like and less of what you don't like. Yep. Yeah, you can track. I mean, marketing is a very, 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 very deep funnel. We have a marketing intern we're working with this summer, and we were explaining it to her over the last couple weeks, and it just blew her mind. She's like, "What? They can do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." She's like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah." So yes, and I'm gonna go outside every time it's a sunny day. I'm gonna be checking the weather and hoping for sun. So it'll be cool. And of course, when I was talking to Darren, we talked about it from a business perspective, where it's one thing. It's helping the earth and all that fun stuff. That's great. Helps you get off the grid, which is great. In a way, you're not really relying on someone else. But you can also turn it into a business. Did you guys know that? You can also turn it into a business. Yeah, whatever you don't use, you can sell. So you can become basically your own power plant in a way, and make a side hustle doing that. Anything could become a business, guys. That's what I meant this morning, Naomi, when I was talking about your YouTube videos. I mean, shoot, you can turn that into a business. Not just being a YouTuber, but being a personal back testing spreadsheet consultant, where you consult with traders for an hourly fee, and you talk to them about how to make the most efficient back testing spreadsheet for what they're, for whatever they desire. And then, what do you think you do after that? What is the next step after being a consultant? It is the natural next step. Put on your business hat. What is the natural next step after you've become a consultant? And again, consultant is, imagine Naomi has a chat with Dion. She brings Dion in. Hey, Dion, I'm going to charge you, $20 for the session, just making up random numbers. We're going to talk about your trading. We're going to talk about what you want to test, how you want to test it. And I'm going to help you develop a back testing spreadsheet that will allow you to track all that data and allow you to make the best decision possible for your trading. And Dion's like, yeah, man, that's awesome. Okay, I really want this. This session was awesome, Naomi. I can't wait to get started. And then Naomi comes in and says what? As a saleswoman. Come on, someone, business hat. Come on, guys. What can she now offer? She just showed Dion how to do it. What's another service? Yeah, doing it for him. And again, depending on how, I'm not a big salesy person, but if someone that's salesy, Dion, we just talked about this spreadsheet. I know formulas and whatnot can be complicated. It may take you a massive amount of time. What if I told you I can shoot you over a spreadsheet later tonight? For the low cost of, right? Do it for him. Because guess what? How likely are you to make the sale after that? You've just blown Dion's mind, right? Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Never thought about adding that. Never thought about including that. How did you do that formula? How did that calculate that? I just have to enter the number and it does that? Yeah. Well, Dion, I've got one already made for you. Or, shoot, another idea. You can actually build it out during the session and just be like, you just want this one? $20 or whatever, whatever it is. Right? There's a business in everything. That's the cool thing about the time and day that we live in. You can literally make a business out of everything. Right? Anything could be a business these days. And with people getting, I don't know if I want to say we're getting lazier and lazier. Maybe it's because we're busier and busier. I think people more than ever at any time in this planet are willing to pay for the simple stuff. And that's not necessarily, that's not a negative. Not a negative, right? I used to tell my business partner this, right? My business partner comes from a very frugal family, right? His dad refuses to spend money on anything. When we were trying to convince his dad, he was trying to convince his dad to buy this house. It was a great house. It was going for a really cheap price. It would have made a perfect investment, whether he wanted to live in there or just flip it. And his dad was so frugal, he's like, yeah, I don't know, right? And this is the same business partner that, again, has all the kids. He quit his job and said, you know what? I'm not happy with my life. I felt disrespected. I'm going to find my new way, right? Most inspirational person in my life when it comes to that. Quit his job, right? Put his family and his livelihood on the line and said, I'll figure out a way to be successful. And now he's massively successful. But I remember when I first moved when I first moved out of the city, right? When I lived in the city, I had like a little, like 3 by 4 foot square patch of grass. That was all the grass I had, right? So nothing to take care of, right? Moved out, got a lawn, and we moved back into this area, probably a wealthier area, and I see all these landscaping trucks come in. And these things, they're hopping off the back of the truck, they're mowing the lawn, and me and my wife are laughing. We're like, like people are paying people to mow their lawn. Like, what is wrong with people? Like, that's something you do. I don't know if I don't know if you have that mindset, OG, kind of old school, just break out the mower and just do it yourself. Right? I did that growing up, had a little push mower. Right? Do it yourself. And so we're here like, who are these people? And we thought that way until the first time we attempted to mow our lawn. Right? It took forever. Even right now, the house we're at right now, they come out with like probably a team of like 3 people. It probably takes 3 people about maybe a half hour, 45 minutes to do our lawn and stuff. So times that by 3, right? If you're one person, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours to mow that lawn. So we decided to pay people to do it for us. Now, why would I pay someone to do something that I can do? Why would I do that? What benefit does that have for me? How do I benefit from that? It's not just being lazy, right? Save time and effort. Yeah, and tell you what, it's not even effort. It's direct time. It's opportunity cost. Yeah. So it's saying, okay, well, in the 2 hours, and maybe I'm being conservative by giving myself 2 hours to do this, because these guys are pros, obviously, but in the 2 hours it would take to mow my lawn, what else can I be doing in those 2 hours? Right? Let's say in that 2 hour period, I'm able to create a YouTube video. Just giving a very basic example, right? I can create one YouTube video in that 2 hour span. Let's just say from that one YouTube video, I gain one client, right? One person signs up from the YouTube video. They see it, they like it, they sign up, they become a paying premium member. Now let me ask you this, what's more expensive? The $65 I gave them to do my lawn, or earning a client on a premium membership? Yeah. So I don't mind doing it. I don't mind doing it. Yeah. So people will pay you to do stuff for them. Sometimes just because they're lazy. But maybe Dion has been trading, and he's like, man, if I try to do this spreadsheet by myself, it's going to take me maybe a couple of days, right? I want to get back started right away. Filtering my system so I can start trading. I'll pay Naomi a couple bucks to do it for me. Now I can get started right away. Now I can start trading quicker, and now I can start producing profit more quickly. So yeah, anything can be turned into a business. Anything. Including, how we started the conversation, solar panels. If we can produce enough energy to sell it, if we could not waste as much energy. Again, when the guy came, he said, you guys have broke the record for most energy usage I've ever seen. I said, yeah, you know we did. Winners win. He said, it's not a good thing. I said, yeah, winners win. We're number one. He said, yeah, we're number one. Typical American attitude, right? Yeah, we won. No, you're the most wasteful country. Yeah, we are. You bet we are. You bet we're the most wasteful country. You throw away so much food. Yeah, you know it. You know we do. We throw away the most food. America. What can I say? It's how we're brought up. We also had the best kind of. We had an amazing bill per wattage what we use. So I think the electric company felt bad for us. So they just give us some free. They just reduced the bill. I think we use so much money they don't want us leaving, so they just cut a little bit off just to kind of keep us in. So, all right, enough of the business conversation. But seriously though, that's the first thing I thought this morning, Naomi. I said you can turn that into a business. I mean, even stuff like, and I know a few of you guys are doing videos and stuff. I mean, the quickest way typically to do like an internet business is create an ebook and sell it. Especially if you plan on doing mentorship, create an ebook, sell it for $5, and then do an upsell. Where, hey, if you want more, now I'll offer my personal mentorship or whatever you're selling after that. So you can even do the same thing if we're following up on the backtesting spreadsheet thing. You can create a simple ebook on creating a backtesting spreadsheet. Ebook, e-video, a video series where they get a series of emails, whatever you want to do. Right? I know you have the video series on YouTube. Give them a series of emails. Right? They did that for what was it? The podcasting. What's the guy's name? John Lee Dumas. Where before I started my podcast, I did my research as usual. Now I spoke to Darren a lot because we were all kind of there at the beginning when Jason Stapleton started his podcast. So that was one of those situations where we learned just by doing dumb stuff until it worked. That's how a lot of what we've done here at Tier 1 works. Thank God for Jason Greystone, who does stuff the right way, because we just typically mess up until we find a way to do it right, and then we lock in on that way to do it right and do more of it. But I also found a guy, John Lee Dumas, and he had a little free thing on his site where it's like, hey, free podcasting course, blah, blah. And he just sent you a video every day for like, I think like 10 days, something like that. And a little tip. Hey, here's, you need a provider, you need this artwork. Here's a tip on that, right? Good stuff. It's really good stuff. Again, a lot of it I knew already, but it was good stuff. And at the end of it, right? At the end of it, it gives you all this value, this free information. And I easily would have paid $5 for it. Sure. What's $5? It doesn't matter. At the end of it, then it's like, hey, now if you want to take the podcasting course and know how to monetize it, that's when you offer whatever service he's selling. So that's a great way to do it. That's kind of the traditional way of doing stuff, right? Create an ebook, give something away for free, and then potentially upsell if you're into doing that. But yeah, you can create an ebook, you sell it for $5. I mean, you sell 50 ebooks, you're making a little bit of money with zero work because, it's just zero work. And then it's just your work of, I guess, marketing it and whatnot, or doing something like that. So, but anything, that's just good. Anything could be a business, guys. That's the whole point of the conversation. We're just using loose examples here, but anything could become a business these days. Any single thing in the world. I mean, we're going to get in charts soon, but look at dog walking. My gosh. Dog walking. Dog walking. Dog walking. It's going to get to the point where I might start a business where I run for people and just upload my runs or my workouts to their fitness thing. Where it's like, look, Naomi, you don't have to run today, right? I know you want to get your workout in today. I'm going to do the workout for you. You pay me $5. I will do the workout for you. I will upload it and you will feel good because it says that you did it. You can show your friends, right? I will start at your house. I will load up my GPS watch. I will run around the block for, I'll charge per kilometer, whatever like that. And boom, you've got your very own run. Your friends will be none the wiser. They'd be like, man, girl, you going fast out there. And if you want me to slow it down, I'll slow it down. Right? I'll charge per calorie, right? I'll be out there working it. I'm going to be the happiest runner out there. Shoot. Don't be surprised you guys see me going for like some 50-mile runs. Like, hey guys, no live room today. I gotta get a 50 mile before it get warm. Akil, why are you going 50 miles? Because they paying me per mile. They pay me $50 per mile. That's why I'm going 50 miles a day. But again, I bet people would do that. People. I used to work in the gym. People pay for trainers and don't use trainers. They pay for them just for the look. I've seen people pay whatever per hour per personal trainers, and they're in there doing nothing. They're in there with a 2-pound dumbbell, just fiddlesticks. So, hey, maybe I'll offer a running service. Yep, you can keep up your fake lifestyle. You can track it with your friends. It's show your friends how great you are. I'm not, whatever. Your life. There's a little product placement in there. That's why, right? And what happens is if you get a certain amount of likes or a certain amount of looks, Coca-Cola will pay you money for it, just like an advertisement. Now, let's say I have 1,000 people that do this challenge, right? What percentage do you think is actually getting enough likes or shares or whatever they measure it in to be awarded a significant amount of money? Because you don't make money until you get a certain amount of reach, right? Let's say 5%. All right, and I don't know the stats, but let's just assume 5%. I would assume very small. Well, from a business perspective, guess what that's doing, right? So I got to pay out 5% of people money. That's fine. What's the other 95% giving me? Free promotion. Right? Free promotion. Free promotion. It's genius. And if you are one of the 5% that's a really good advertiser, really good marketer, really good influencer, then you've made a nice side business. Right? You've made a business where you can now you can create videos, you can do these challenges and make a side hustle. And that's a win-win. It's a win-win for everyone. It's a beautiful business. And you look at people like who kind of started this trend, people like Kim Kardashian and the Jenners and all that stuff, brilliant at it. Brilliant. Why do you think they're wearing certain clothing in their pictures? Right? It's all purposeful, guys. It's not just, I feel like wearing this today and posting a picture. No, we're getting paid, right? And to the next level, like when you're doing it with shoes or fashion, they actually will mail you the stuff. You become that 5%. They will say, hey, Latch, right? Brand new pair of sneaks, just for you. Just do me this favor. Just make sure you do at least 2 posts this week showing them off. Win-win. Lash got his free sneakers. They get their free promo. Everybody wins. And that's called good business when everyone wins. So, real quick, Ali said, why aren't you looking at charts this week? I'm just focused on education. I'm the procrastinator that I usually am. I'm waiting until the last minute to get all of the course content recorded. So I've basically been locking myself in a room recording course content and not spending any time doing anything chart-wise. So I'm just not into, you never want to be involved in the markets with money when you're not fully focused. I am not fully focused at all in the charts right now. So when you're not fully focused, there's a much higher risk of not just me missing something, but me making a mistake. And I just don't want to put myself in that position. So focused on education, finishing up on continuing to record the foundation course. For every one video I planned, I'm creating 2 videos. So I'm making my life harder. But that's the main focus. Finished chapter 2 yesterday. It helps.